Hello, this is Rick Komarek, Certified Financial Planner, bringing you the newest article that I just loaded to my blog titled 6 Social Security Traps to Avoid. It's not always about doing the right thing, but avoiding the mistakes that can really set you up for success in retirement. So to look at some of the history here, back in 1940, the first monthly Social Security check was mailed and issued to Ida Mae Fuller, and she received $22.54. She was 65 years old at the time, and she passed away at the age of 100. What's interesting is that she only worked for 3 years under the Social Security program, and she paid in a total of $24.75 in payroll taxes. Yet back then, she collected a total of $22,888.92. So, obviously she saw a huge benefit from that program. Today, nearly 70 million people receive some form of assistance from Social Security, and you and I will never receive the contribution return that she received. However, it still plays a vital role in our retirement planning. So let's take a look at that and look at the 6 areas to avoid making mistakes in. One is collecting benefits too soon. You may begin receiving your retirement benefit as early as age 62. However, if you do that, it will be a reduced rate. As a matter of fact, you're going to get a 30% pay cut if you do that. And it depends on what year you were born, but essentially for those born in 1960 or later, you're only going to get 70 cents on the dollar if you collect early. So, if you need to collect early, of course, that's the right thing to do. But if you don't need to, then you'd be better off waiting to collect your full benefit amount. Number 2, you collect prior to your full retirement age while still working. There's a penalty system in place that says if you collect Social Security benefits early, but yet you're not actually retired, you're still working, they're going to withhold $1 from every $2 that you earn above the annual earnings limit. And the earnings limit isn't that high, $17,640 for the year 2019. So beware of collecting early if you're still working. Number 3, you are unaware that your Social Security may be taxed. That's right. Your IRA and 401k contributions have not been taxed for income tax purposes. However, your Social Security that you've paid in has been taxed, and it will be taxed again when it comes out, potentially. Now, this is kind of a complicated formula because there's different thresholds at which they tax Social Security. So if you really need to find out what that is, you really need to run a pro forma tax return in order to analyze your current tax situation. Number 4, you decide to defer the spousal benefit. The longer you wait to take Social Security, the greater the monthly benefit up to age 70. That's for your own individual Social Security retirement check. So why not employ the same strategy for your spouse if money isn't the primary issue? Well, unfortunately, that might not be a wise choice. And the reason being is that spouses don't get the delayed retirement credit. So if you delay, you might be just missing out on dollars. And I've seen this happen. So beware of that issue. Number 5, remarriage and your benefits. It's complicated. You may already be aware that divorced spouses are eligible for benefits tied to their former ex's earnings record. And eligibility is determined by that you have to have been married for 10 years, you're at least 62, your ex-spouse is eligible for benefits, and you're currently unmarried. However, if you remarry, you lose the benefits tied to your ex-spouse. However, again, it actually depends on when you remarry. So it's complicated, but just be aware of that. And if that pertains to you, certainly you'd want to look into that situation. Our 6th and final one is how many years have you worked? Most of us understand one simple concept. The longer we wait to take Social Security, the higher the benefit. We also understand the higher the wage earner can expect to receive a higher benefit, but you also can receive a higher benefit based on the amount of years that you work that actually add to the Social Security system. What I mean by that is that they calculate your benefits based on your 35 highest years. So if one of your years is a 0, they're going to put a 0 into the calculation. However, if you work one more year, then that earnings year will replace the 0 year. So it can actually increase your benefit at any point in time while you're working, or even after you've retired if you replace some of those 0 years. If you have any questions whatsoever, the key point here is to go ahead and reach out to somebody that can help you to look at your retirement, your savings, your investments, your income, and make sure the plan's working the way it should for you. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, Rick Komarek, Certified Financial Planner.